But all right, cool. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the disaster, the clusterfuck, the. This is like worse.
It's not that
this
bad.
Is worse
It's
than
really not
this
that
is
bad,
worse
bro.
than probably like any.
not that
No.
bad,
What was the year?
It's not that
What was the
bad.
year? When everybody said that the world was gonna end, like when they was making all the movies, like 2012.
2012.
Yeah, this Lakers season has been worse than that 2012 movie.
The 2020 movie was fire, bro.
No. I mean, in terms of how disastrous the disaster
No, it
was in that
hasn't,
movie.
bro.
Yes,
Like,
it
look,
has.
like,
been.
look,
I actually like that movie, but the disaster in that movie, this Lakers season has been a dumpster fire.
Look, bro.
It has been a dumpster fire. Number one, I just want to say this before we hop into this. And before I potentially slander this man, prayers for Brandon Ingram, man, blood clots and stuff like that. Never serious. Hopefully, he's good. He's still a young man, 21 years old. Wishing nothing but the best in terms of his health and his recovery. Obviously, that's not the ideal situation, especially being a young guy going into what could potentially be a max contract season for you. Lives are at stake, families are at stake. So that's unfortunate on that instance. But getting back to it, it sucks because now you can't trade him.
Yeah, you can't trade him.
Like this season is a disaster. Anthony, you're not trading for Anthony Davis unless you trade LeBron for Anthony Davis, and you're not trading LeBron for Anthony Davis, as you told me. So it's a disaster. They're not gonna take a guy with a blood clot in his body.
But again, bro, I don't think
that man they made Chris Bosh stay home.
You don't have to but look, man, look. Okay, I know this Lakers season did not turn out the way any of us planned it to turn out. Again, I still think that if this team was healthy, they had a very good chance to make the conference finals, and they were still possibly the second or third best team in the West. It's healthy. If healthy. The issue was we never saw a healthy team. I'm going to keep saying this from day one. First week, Brandon Ingram want to go punch a man, and then him and Rondo sit out. Then I think Hart had the knee issue. Then Brandon come back for a game, sprained his ankle, he out for a week. Then finally they get everybody back on Christmas. You like, okay, no, JaVale get pneumonia. Then you get everybody back on Christmas. Then Bron died, then Rondo died. Rondo literally played one game and then didn't play no more for like 10 more games. So Rondo didn't even really get inserted into the team until like February.
I'm not gonna let you make.
But look, wait, just
injuries
wait. Now, granted, obviously, I think the way they handled the AD trade, the way they just handled it, wasn't the best. But I also think we make a little bit too much about the chemistry in the locker room. I don't think the chemistry in the locker room was that bad. Now, granted, I think it was some stressful times. Even like Brandon, the game he had against Indiana, when they chanted LeBron's gonna trade you. Yes, I agree. The team was very, very lethargic that day, but Brandon Ingram hooped, and I don't think a lot of these issues are so hell-bent on chemistry as people were saying it is. They were just losing games down the stretch, and that's shit that young teams do. Young teams lose games down the stretch. And they got a lot, and then look, even
Don't
Bron
blame
said,
that on young.
wait, listen. Even Bron said, we are dependent on a lot of young guys. And again, the team just hasn't been healthy. So look, I understand that everybody thinks it's the worst thing possible. It's really not. Again, I'm going to keep preaching this. LeBron can use a break. The man done had, 9, 10, 11 straight deep playoff runs. Everybody, your body needs a break. I was even watching, shout out Gilbert Arenas. I was watching No Chill Gil Pod.
Your favorite podcast.
Yeah, seriously. And he had Michael Carter Williams on there. And look, it was a very.
I'm not watching Michael Carter Williams.
Nah. Look, it was a very interesting.
Sorry, MCW.
But no, it was a very interesting perspective from a guy who obviously he won Rookie of the Year, and then you fast forward 6 years, and you basically out the league at 27, thinking how can I get back into the league? What the fuck happened? And he was just talking, and he was even though I'm 27, I don't feel like I'm the normal 27-year-old because I honestly a lot of my body has had a lot of rest. I wasn't out there playing 30 minutes a night, so I'm not the normal 27-year-old. LeBron has been out here playing. He's not the
normal good though, so that's why.
Wait. Look, LeBron isn't the normal 34-year-old. LeBron got 40-year-old mileage on him.
That's why I told you it's over for
But
LeBron.
listen, he can look, even him, I think that he can be served well of, okay, you had this year, you look at your game and realize, damn, certain shit I can't do no more. All right, okay, cool. So how can I offset that and how can I still get better? I think that LeBron could go back to working on some of his finishing more, maybe his touch around the rim. Obviously, you're not as athletic and you can't just dunk on everybody like you could 5 years ago. You got to finish with a little bit more finesse. I think he can stand to work on that. I think he can stand to work on also where his shots are coming from because now he knows. Going into this season, nobody even knows what shots to practice. because you have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen.
Well, you don't have any idea what's gonna happen next season. Everybody's saying that the Lakers are gonna get Kawhi Leonard, which they're not. They're not gonna get Kawhi Leonard. They're not gonna get Kawhi Leonard.
But
they're not gonna get Anthony Davis because you can't trade Brandon Ingram.
Yes, but look, listen, I agree. But still, you've had a year. So assuming just judging off what you did this year and just assuming, okay, they could play this person in, you still have an idea of more what shots to practice more than you had last year. Also, Lonzo's never had an offseason, period. Last offseason is spent getting healthy, so he has no chance to get better. All these guys can go into the offseason with a chance to get better, and right now, they are slotted with, they have a 0.1%, well, no, a 1% chance to win the lottery. 1%, but they're at the 12th slot. I think they're going to slide. They're putting Braun on a minutes restriction. I think they can realistically slide to about 8th, 9th, right? So you take that money, you get you a free agent.
This is such a terrible blemish on LeBron's on his resume. By the way,
listen. You take the money that you have, and you sign guys that fit the system. If you want to fire Luke, fine, fire Luke, whatever. Get you a coach in, right? The coach you want to get in, you plot out, okay, what the fuck system I'll be running. And now you go out and sign guys that fit this system, or you go out and get you a star if possible, and you make a good draft pick. Maybe you want to trade the pick and get somebody else, whatever. Right now, they could possibly get up to, I think, maybe 10% odds. And I think the NBA might be, hold on,
they're not going to get to 10. I'm literally looking at the tankathon.com right now, and so far the odds for the number 1 pick, they can potentially get to a top 5 pick.
Exactly, and I think that can very well happen.
Well, no, actually, that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm looking at the tankathon thing right now. The Knicks have the number 1 chance to get the number 1 pick, but they're tied between Phoenix and Cleveland in terms of percentage points. The Bulls are actually 12.5% to get the number 1 pick. The Hawks are 10.5% to get the number 1 pick. The Grizzlies are 9% to get the number 1 pick. The Wizards are 7.5% to get the number 1 pick. And the Mavericks are 6% to get the number 1 pick.
The Mavericks going to be way higher than that come time to end of the season. Look, we're going to get into this a little bit later. But
so the Lakers had a 2.5% chance to get the number 1 pick, 2.7% chance to get the number 2 pick, 3% chance to get the number 3 pick, 3.4% chance to get the number 4 pick. And then after that, it pretty much just goes up until the 11th pick.
I don't mind those odds.
To the 10th pick, where basically they got a 65% chance.
I don't mind those odds because again, I think they're going to drop because I think they're going to lose a lot of games throughout the rest of the season. Ingram not coming back, Lonzo not coming back, Kuzma he might be shut down a little bit longer. LeBron is on the minutes restriction. They out there playing Alex Caruso and Jonathan Williams heavy minutes. And also shout out Mo Wagner. I really
he should have been playing all year long. That's why Luke Walton.
We gon' slide, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her.